What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Pennsylvania. My name is Emma if you're new here, and I love to talk about all things Peloton cycling and fitness. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I post every single Sunday. And as you can see, if you watch any of my content from last year, I am back in Pennsylvania for the holidays. Very excited to be able to spend them with my parents. And when I'm home, I always try to make some content with my mom, because I swear some of you guys like my mom more than me. So we are back with a week of Peloton holiday rides. We are ready to get into the holiday spirit, and I figured I would just coordinate with my mom because she loves these rides and takes them anyways. So I was like, perfect, I'll just take whatever you're taking. Great for me, I don't have to plan what rides, and then I can give my thoughts on it, and my mom can also share her thoughts, because I feel like we are two very different riders, but sometimes we like the same rides, sometimes we hate the same ride. So I'm very interested to see what our thoughts are on these holiday rides. And I actually haven't taken a ton of them. Like, I've taken a couple, but my mom is the real pro here. And I figured I would also throw in some other like holiday classes, just because I don't only want to do a 30-minute ride every day, and that's probably what we'll do with my mom. So today I'm going to be doing the Holiday Flash 15 by Jess Sims from December 18th, 2020, and it doesn't require any weights, which is perfect because I have not a lot of weights here. And after that, I'll be jumping on the bike for a 30-minute holiday ride with Robin Arzon from December 2nd, 2022. And when my mom picked this out, she said the music was very, very good. So, I'll be the judge of that. We'll see. Let's go and knock out these two holiday classes. And yeah, I feel like I'm hoping these get me into the holiday spirit. I haven't been listening to like enough Christmas music, so we'll see what they play. I really enjoyed the Flash 15, although it did get quite hard towards the end. The entire class was body weight, so we started with a 2-minute warm-up. We just like did some squats, we did some push-ups, and she's like, focus on getting the form right now because we're going to be doing them later, which is never a good sign when you're doing push-ups in the warm-up. And then she pretty much laid out the class. There were 12 minutes left after her demo, and we did a set of 3 EMOMs 4 times. So I like when we repeat the moves. I also like EMOMs. I feel like Jess Sims is like pretty good at structuring EMOMs and just like workouts like this in general. So I was a huge fan. The first move, I forget what she called them, but basically you laid on your back and you brought your opposite foot to your opposite hand and like kind of did a crunch while also like connecting your foot and your hand. We did 6 of those on either side, and then we stood up and we did 6 like lunge jumps, which those are hard, but only 6, it's okay. Then the second minute, we did hand release push-ups. We did 6 of those. For the first set, we did 6 of everything. And after the hand release push-ups, we did 6 skaters. And finally, for the last minute, we like jumped forward, did a burpee, and then like shuffled backwards, and we did that 6 times. So honestly, the first set was not that hard, but she definitely structured it that way to kind of just get into it, get the form right. You can see in the videos that Luca was kind of all up in my business, but I had a lot of time to pet him during the first set, had like probably 30 seconds of recovery. But then she just upped the number of reps. So the first time we repeated it, we did 8 reps, and then the next time 10 reps, and then finally 12 reps. And 12 reps was like no break whatsoever, like no rest time. So it definitely got harder and harder, but I like the way that that's structured. It makes it really a challenge at the end. And man, oh man, did this class really get my heart rate up. This would be a great class to take if you're traveling and like don't have access to weights. You're definitely going to get a workout, even though it's only 15 minutes. You got strength, you got cardio, like just really structured well. And the holiday we're celebrating in this one is actually New Year's Eve, which I think is really fun. The music was like New Year's themed or countdown themed or really just like party themed. So obviously like a fun soundtrack. And although it's not like typical holiday music you think of, I think it's like more fun than listening to Christmas music. And really you could take this class like any time of the year too. Like the music is not super holiday centric, which is nice. So 10 out of 10, really enjoyed this class, even though it was definitely a workout. And I will see you guys later when I talk to my mom about our ride today. I am now here with my mom and Luca. He wants to give his opinions on the Peloton ride. So what did you think of Robin's holiday class?
Well, I wouldn't say she's my favorite instructor, and I wouldn't say that was my favorite holiday ride, but it was okay. I like it better when the instructor tells you what's coming. You know, there'll be 3 efforts and, you know, each one will be 20 seconds or there'll be a climb. I don't like this when you just start doing something and then all of a sudden she announces that we're doing the same thing for 3 minutes. I need time to prepare.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this class was like, you just did 30 minutes of flat road with high cadence, and then you just did a climb. And you just, and then you just kept going back and forth until the end when it was just like, oh, do like this super hard push. But yeah, I like the music though. I think you said you didn't like it.
I don't know. I like the more traditional Christmas songs. I'm a dinosaur.
Didn't you pick this class because you said the music was good?
No, I didn't even look. I just like to see a 30-minute holiday ride, so.
Were you listening to the one song that was like a pop remix and it told like the story of Hanukkah?
No.
It was kind of interesting.
I was too busy pedaling. I'm not a good multitasker. I don't sing along. I just pedal.
I feel like Robin didn't have like any really good stories either.
Yeah, I hadn't done a ride with her in a long time, and to me, I don't know that I would have even recognized her. She just looks so different.
Well, she did have like a crown on today. There was someone in the audience that like didn't log into their Peloton account, and you could see the screen was just like the like login screen.
Oh.
But that kind of happens a lot, and it's like I don't understand. Why do these people not have Peloton accounts? How are they in this class?
I don't know. The other day there was a ride where a guy, I forget what number ride it was. It was really high, and it was also his 80th birthday. It was amazing. But that was the other day.
All right. Well, I would give today's class like a 5 out of 10 for difficulty and like a 5 out of 10 for enjoyment as well.
Yeah, it was a little more difficult for me because I can't ride at that 110 plus pace.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. Some of the flat roads were really fast.
Yeah, maybe if I really drop the cadence really, really low, but I find I still can't pedal that fast.
You mean drop the resistance?
Yes.
Yeah, I drop it pretty low when I do that.
Yeah, but what's low for you? Like 40? I mean,
no,
low
like
for me is like 30.
Yeah, I go to 35.
My legs just can't move that fast.
Yeah, I can't do it at 40.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't say, I would give it at most a 5 for enjoyment. And I'd probably give it, it was more harder for me. So my output was 214. And normally it's between, I would say 220 and 235. So it was pretty low. Yeah, mine was 255.
And I would say like, sometimes I'm under 300, but 300 is kind of like good. If I get 300, I'm like, yeah, I tried pretty hard in this class.
Yeah, if I get 230, I'm feeling like I did a pretty good effort.
But it's also like holiday rides are not going to be a ride that you go super hard on. Like there's no holiday ride that you're going to be like grinding.
Yeah, and I would say for a large part of the ride, I was below what she was calling out.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So did it help you get in the Christmas spirit?
I would say no.
Well, we have 3 more days to try to turn that around.
Sounds good.
It is now the next morning and we have some more holiday classes to do. So I'm going to start off with a 30-minute holiday party yoga flow by Aditi Shah from December 17th, 2021. And I'm excited to do some yoga. Always stretches me out real nice. I don't have yoga blocks here, so hopefully that'll be fine, but I think with modifications, it should be okay. And then the ride that my mom has already done this morning and I'm going to do as well, and we'll discuss later, is a 30-minute holiday ride by Emma Lovewell, tagged intermediate. So this one's probably going to be pretty hard, from December 7th, 2020. So I'm excited for a very festive workout, and let's just go do some yoga and then hit the bike. I absolutely loved that yoga class. I really wasn't sure when we were starting because we were doing like really simple moves like child pose, a bunch of variations of child pose. And then there was also just like Christmas music like blaring in the background. And I'm like, I don't know if this is going to be like really easy. I want like more chill, relaxing music. But then we started to really pick up the pace and had a really great flow. Definitely a slower warm up, but honestly, like that's kind of nice sometimes. Like I'm never going to complain when I'm doing child's pose. And then I feel like the music, which I'm pretty sure was all Christmas music, was a nice background as we were flowing through the moves. Tons of down dogs, a lot of warriors, like triangle pose, a very basic yoga class, but I felt like it was a really good one. Not something that is going to like challenge you or you're going to do like super unique moves in. But if you're just trying to do the basics, I would highly recommend. Definitely think that this is like beginner friendly, but also fast enough that it's not boring if you're not like a complete beginner. I do think that you probably want blocks though. I didn't have blocks, so I just made do without. And a lot of the moves do have modifications that you can do without blocks, but I think the experience would have been even more enjoyable if there were blocks. So keep that in mind. Maybe if you're traveling, this isn't like the best one to do, but if you really want to do a Christmas one, you can definitely still get through it. Like I didn't have major complaints about doing the modifications. So really 10 out of 10. I was so tight. I didn't even realize I haven't done yoga in like a week. And I think like flying home to Pennsylvania, I was just tight. It's also very cold here. It felt really good to stretch out my legs. I honestly might do yoga again tomorrow just because it felt so good. So this is also your reminder if you haven't done yoga in a while, maybe choose this class, get in the holiday spirit, and, just loosen up. I'm now here with my mom, and I liked the ride from today.
I liked it too. The music was good, and you know what I really like? I like when there's no audience, when there's nobody in there pedaling.
Yeah, it was kind of nice that there was no audience, but yeah, I thought the music was good. It was more like rocky, like rock vibes.
And just more music that I knew.
Yeah, I did like it.
My output was higher. I thought it was much, much better.
Yeah, and I liked that it was more interval based than just like, oh, like do a hill 3 times.
Yeah,
like she was like, oh, we're gonna do this for like 30 seconds, go hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my thing with Emma Lovewell is that she doesn't do a lot of hills. Like,
oh, she's either up or down. Well, wasn't it that we're adding resistance quite a few times?
Yeah, but
at the end,
I feel like even with her hills, the cadence is pretty fast. Like we'll do a hill, but it'll still be like 70. Yeah, no, I like 60 cadence if I'm doing a hill. I like to really grind it out.
Yeah, well, your resistance is always much higher than mine, but I'm okay doing a.
Well, yeah, but then I don't. 70, 80 is still kind of fast.
My output was 228.
Mine was 267.
Wow.
But
so what was mine, like 15 higher than that last ride? How much higher was it than your last ride?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty consistent.
Yeah, it's definitely harder, I thought.
I liked
it's more intervals. Yeah.
She was
fancy. I thought it was cute. Yeah. She had a nice outfit on.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
All right, well.
I'd give it an 8. 8 for music and 8 for exertion.
I'd give it a 8 for enjoyability and 7.5 for exertion. I don't know. I feel like it's different exertion than I typically like.
With that, yeah.
But
I often didn't ride at her cadence either.
Sometimes it was really fast.
I
but
can't get that fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can get higher output if it's low cadence, high resistance. But this was still pretty hard because it was just higher cadence.
Yeah, I like her. I don't do many of her rides. I probably would start getting her in the rotation.
Yeah, I like her personality, but I think sometimes her rides are too hard. But this one was good.
I agree.
So highly recommended to get you in the spirit.
Was that one from this year?
No, I think it was from like 2020. Okay. Did it get you in the Christmas spirit?
Sure.
All right, highly recommended. It is now the next day. It's Wednesday morning, and my mom has a rest day on Wednesday. So all the choices are up to me today, and I went a little crazy. It was very hard to decide. So I'm kind of doing a Mod Podge of classes. So I was really feeling the yoga yesterday. So I'm going to continue with some more yoga today and do the 20-minute holiday yoga flow by Dennis Morton from December 9th, 2020. I really love Dennis. I like yoga. I think this will be a really fun class. And then afterwards, I'm going to do a 10-minute holiday arms and light weights class by Leanne Hainsby from December 10th, 2022. I haven't done an arms and light weights class in quite some time. I've really been more into the heavy lifting, but at home I only have like light weights, so this is perfect. And then I'm going to finish it off with a 20-minute holiday ride by Bradley Rose from December 7th, 2022. So we're really kind of going all over the place with this workout, but I am excited for all of these classes. I feel like I used to want Peloton to do like really long rides. Like I wanted to have like 45-minute to 60-minute rides come out so regularly. And now I only do 30, so I'm glad that they come out with more 30-minute rides, but I just feel like 20 minutes is a little short. Like even to just put on the shoes and get on the bike, like that takes like 5 minutes in itself. So, I want to hop on for longer than that. But it is nice if you only have like 20 minutes that you can squeeze it in. But yeah, 20 minutes is a little short for me, but I'm excited that I can try all these new classes today. So let's go and get in the holiday spirit with these classes. I have a lot to say about each class, so I'm just gonna go in order. First, I really liked Dennis's yoga class. I thought it was, very chill but still flowing. Definitely a great class if you're traveling and don't have blocks. I don't know if we needed to use blocks at all. And if there was, like, sometimes when he said you could use a block, like, very, very easy to modify and do without a block. So I really appreciated that since I don't have blocks here. It was actually fairly fast paced. We were kind of moving and grooving the whole time. And I feel like that kind of distracted me from the Christmas music, which is not a bad thing. I just think with yoga, I still have to like really, really listen to what the instructor is saying like all the time so I don't miss anything. So I don't particularly like remember any of the music in this class. So maybe not the best class to get you in the holiday cheer, but I did think it was a perfectly good 20-minute yoga class. Nice to just stretch out again. I'm definitely less tight than I was yesterday. So that also felt good this morning and a really, really great way to just kind of kick off my workout. Then we got into Leanne's 10-minute arms and light weights class, and man, oh man, was that so hard. I believe I'm using 2-pound weights. The whole thing with arms and light weights is that you just do so many moves, so I cannot go through all of them, but we were doing like curls, we were doing overhead presses, we were doing tricep extensions, we really hit everything. But the one move that killed me is she made us do a lateral raise and hold it out in front of us, which already kills. Like if you have to do that for 30 seconds, it's hard. And then after that 30 seconds, she made us like go like this, like crossovers, and man, that killed my shoulders so bad. I definitely need to be working these into my routine more because I've really haven't been. I've just been doing like heavier weights, but this is a reminder that light weights can definitely be the workout too. Like you do so many more reps that the light weights really do work you still. And the music in this class was super fun. It was all like pop music. I mean, it was only like 3 songs, pop Christmas music, but I really liked it. And I just feel like Leanne is such a cheerful person. Like it was such a fun class. Definitely got me in the Christmas mood. Like 10 out of 10 for holiday spirit, and 8 out of 10 for difficulty still. Like we were working. And then we went into the 20-minute Bradley Rose ride, which I actually just thought was okay. A little bit of a letdown considering how much I love Bradley. I think the music choices were good, and that's like usually what I like about him, but I just feel like he didn't have a bad attitude during it, but I feel like usually he's even like more chirpier, more happy. And after the warm up for like the first 10 minutes of the class, and mind you, this is a 20-minute class. So for the majority of the class, we were only doing like sprint pushes. So we just had resistance set at like 30 to 40 and doing 80 to 100 cadence. And then we would keep pushing to like 100 to 120 cadence. And we did like a lot of those intervals in a row. Like it literally went on for multiple songs. And those are also not my favorite intervals. Like I definitely like the higher resistance intervals. So that could also be why I just like wasn't a huge fan of the class. And then I feel like, yeah, he did release a warm up Christmas ride too. So if you combine them, you'd have like 30 minutes of workout, but 20 minutes is kind of short to be on the bike because you start the class, you warm up, and like you actually start really getting into it. And then there's only like 7 minutes left in the class. Like it takes me a while to warm up. So such a short class, I feel like I can't fully enjoy. I feel like I'd only give it like a 6.5 to get you into the holiday spirit. I feel like we need like some lights. I don't know. I feel like Peloton could be doing more to like set the ambiance. Like some of the instructors have outfits and Leanne had a cute little Santa hat, but Bradley just wore a shirt that said like ho ho freaking ho or something like that. And it's like this isn't a good enough costume for me. I'm sorry, Bradley. So definitely a more chaotic day than usual, kind of switching between a bunch of different things, but it was fun to knock out some of the shorter classes and just try them out. It is now Thursday morning and it just started snowing and it's supposed to snow like the whole day today. So it's super dreary outside, but you know, snow could get me more into the holiday mood and we're gonna warm up with a workout. So today I'm going to be doing the 30-minute holiday party Pilates by Kristen McGee from December 22nd, 2021. Tagged intermediate. I am a little bit worried. Pilates is usually pretty hard. They really get you on the little moves, but I haven't done Pilates in a while and it is like a good body weight workout. And then my mom picked the ride for today. We're doing a 30-minute holiday classics ride by her absolute favorite, Sam Yo, from December 8th, 2021. I haven't taken it before, but my mom has. I think she wanted to see like how her output has improved over the past year. And obviously, I feel like she just wanted to take a Sam Yo ride. So let's go and knock out these 2 holiday classes. That Pilates class was good, but it was probably not for me. I wouldn't recommend it unless if you like regularly do Pilates and probably consider yourself like an intermediate Pilates taker. I am not. I knew it going in and I thought it would be fine. And it wasn't bad. I just feel like at some points it was really, really hard, mostly focused on abs and legs. For most of the leg stuff, I could keep up. But man, the ab stuff was really, really killer. I definitely need to work on my ab strength. And the parts that were too hard, it wasn't like, wow, this is so hard, like I'll be sore tomorrow. It was like, wow, this is so hard. I literally cannot do the move. It was very festive though, lots of Christmas music, and she definitely made a lot of puns, which was like enjoyable. Or like she would always bring in the holidays. Like when we were moving our legs and like moving them in a circle, she's like, oh, we're like stirring the eggnog. And we were doing kicks. She's like, oh, we're doing like reindeer kicks. Like it was very, very cute and very festive. It was just also very hard, but they do tell you that it's intermediate. So it was 100% on me. And it wasn't like I had a bad time during it. It's just some of the time I like literally wasn't doing the move because it was just too hard. So take that with a grain of salt. If you do like Pilates though, I would highly recommend. I think you'd really enjoy it. And again, a really great like low impact strength class that you don't need any equipment for. So really great if you're traveling. And then the Sam Yo class was also very, very good, but I will talk about that with my mom later. I am now here with my mom again and Luca. Just doing a little licking. And I thought that Sam Yo ride was really hard. No, I was really pushing myself.
What was your number at the end?
282, I think, or 284.
So mine was 242. So we're 40 points apart. Were we 40 at the other ride?
I think around there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
consistent then.
Yeah.
Was that a high number for you or no?
So I think that the bike in my apartment gym has higher output, but I don't have to put as much effort. Like it's the calibration is wrong.
Oh, really? Well, maybe this one's wrong.
No, because yours lines up with Chris's. Like I don't
Okay.
notice a difference between yours and Chris's, but I notice a difference with the apartment bike. So I don't know. But on the apartment bike, I can get like 300 fairly easily.
But you hadn't taken that same ride last year.
No, I've never taken this ride before. But what was your previous output?
It was 203, so I increased it 39 points. Is that right? Almost 40 points.
Yeah.
That's amazing, huh?
It's like a 20% increase.
I like Sam Yo. He's my favorite.
Strong.
Have I mentioned that lately?
I liked his shirt.
Sam brings out the best in me.
It said yo, 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 and it had a picture of Santa dabbing.
Yeah, I like it. He's my favorite.
You say that you don't mind like Emma Lovewell, who does a lot of like faster work, but Sam Yo does a lot of slower work. We did cadence that was like 55 to 65, and resistance that was then like 50 to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I can do hard resistance if it's a slow cadence. I just can't do.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I like that more. I think you also like that more.
Yeah, I would
because you
agree.
like
It's
Sam
easier.
Yo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
easier.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I tried to explain this to you before, you were like,
I
I don't
like
know
the
what you're
fast
talking
pedaling.
about. Yeah.
I like Sam Yo. He always tells you what's coming, and that you just know.
Wait, I think he's sneaky because he always starts out and then you just like keep adding only like a couple points. Like he's like, oh,
Yeah.
just add like 2
1 to 3.
resistance, but he does it like 5 times.
Well,
It definitely makes you get good output from that, and it makes it hard.
The only thing I don't like about him is his warm up is so long. But it's really like the second half of the warm up is actually
Yeah,
part of
wait, the
ride.
warm up today was like you kept adding 2 to 3. I was like panting in the warm up.
Yeah, well, that's what I say.
Yeah.
It's a long warm up, but it's really just the beginning of the ride.
Yeah, I agree.
No. I wasn't crazy about the music. I had picked the wrong Sam Yo ride. I wanted the classics or whatever. Not the classics, the rock ride, and this was the classics. But it was good.
You can go back and do the rock ride.
I might. I had good output, but I really didn't feel like I was working harder than those other rides. For me, it just flows better.
You'll be able to tell when you get your Apple Watch because they'll show your heart rate.
Oh, maybe.
Like I can tell
okay.
that I worked harder because my heart rate was higher.
Well, I know I worked harder. I just didn't feel like I was working harder.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, because you always have the time to like recover in the middle. I don't know. I just always find
he
it flows
structures
much
it well.
better.
Yeah.
I don't.
I would give it like a 7 out of 10 for holiday cheer, and 7.5 out of 10 for enjoyment, and then like a 8.5 out of 10 for difficulty. Like I was really going at it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good ride.
It is now Friday. It is another dreary day outside, and today is the last day I'm going to be doing holiday rides with my mom. So today I'm going to be doing a 20-minute holiday hit miss cardio class by Callie Gullickson from December 11th, 2021. It is tagged intermediate, and I feel like this is going to be hard. I'm not that good at like cardio strength, but it is another good no weights class, and I do like Callie, so I think we can push through. I feel like it might be very festive. I have faith in Callie. Could be a fun class still, even though we'll probably work hard. And then I'm going to jump on the bike for a 30-minute holiday ride by Tunde Onine from December 11th, 2022. This came out super recently. I don't take a ton of classes with Tunde, mostly because I think that she's kind of hard and she usually does like more speed work than resistance work, but I do really like her personality. So I'm excited to see if she also brings the holiday spirit. So let's go and knock out these 2 classes. I really enjoyed that class, and it also really got my heart rate up. You were definitely moving and grooving the whole time. We started with like a 2 to 3 minute warm up, just kind of getting everything started. We did do a lot of jumping at the end of the warm up. Like we were just jumping up and down. And I feel like that's the theme of this class. It makes sense because it's like cardio strength and like how else do you get your heart rate up than doing jumping moves? But if you don't like to do jumping moves, I would not recommend this class. We did a ton of them. The first set we did 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we did like a backwards lunge and then like launched our knee forward and did a hop with it. We did that on both sides, and then we finished with a squat thrust with 2 shoulder taps. So definitely a lot of jumping. I did really like it because it was 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. You had a lot of recovery. That also helped me jam out to the Christmas music. I really like the music in this class, and I feel like since we repeated a lot of moves and had a lot of recovery, I could get a really good workout in. Like my heart rate was very, very high, but also enjoy like the Christmas aspect of this class. So I feel like it was structured very well. So after we repeated that 3 times, we went into AMRAPs. 3 AMRAPs, a minute and 20 seconds with, I believe, like 20 seconds of recovery in the middle. So this was definitely getting my heart rate up even more. And we alternated between skater hops and plank jacks. The magic number was 8, and we just alternated in between. And then each time we went through the AMRAP, she changed like the plank jack a little bit. We also did like plank pikes, and then we combined the plank jacks and plank pikes. And then the last move, which I kind of have a little bone to pick because Callie called it an EMOM. I would not consider it an EMOM. So we did it for 3 minutes. The first minute we did 6 burpees, and then once you're done with the burpees, you just do sit-ups with like a cross jab at the top. So you don't get any recovery no matter what. I mean, I guess you're not doing burpees, but you're still doing sit-ups. And then the next minute we did 7 burpees and then the sit-ups. And then the last minute we did 8 burpees and the sit-ups. And then there was 30 seconds left, and she's like, just do burpees till the end of class. And I was like, I'm not happy with you, Callie. This was a hard class, and I'm not a huge fan of burpees, but you know, we got through it. Definitely a really, really high intensity, really gets your heart rate up. Lots of jumping class, really great music class. I really enjoyed it. It was just more intense than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. I knew it was going to be intense, but definitely one of the harder classes, but again, awesome to do if you don't have weights. It's a good workout. It's only 20 minutes, but you're going to really get your heart rate up. So 2 thumbs up. I really, really enjoyed this class. I am now here with my mom again and Luca. He's always here for the check-in. And it's the next day, which is why it's light out, but we're ready to give our thoughts on Tunde's ride, which my opinion is I love Tunde's personality. I like the music as well, but it was too easy and there was not a lot of like hills. It was all like fast cadence work.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that Tunde really has a lovely personality, very upbeat. Was pleasantly surprised. I haven't done many rides with her, and she was a very happy person, so it was contagious, I thought.
Yeah,
I liked the music better than I thought I would because I wasn't sure initially. And, you know, out of our rides this week, I only had one that was lower in output. So I would agree it was on the easy side.
This one was my lowest output, 239.
I had one lower.
When I first saw her and she was wearing that like super glitzy choker around her neck, I was like, man, there's no way she can breathe properly in that thing. And then later on in the ride, she was like, I like can't breathe with this on, which I thought was funny. But yeah, it was an enjoyable ride. I'd give it like like 5 out of 10 for difficulty, but a 8 out of 10 for enjoyability and holiday spirit.
I would agree. It was one of the easier rides of the week. I will say, I think I am 2 holiday rides away from my gold award or whatever it's called. So I got to squeeze 2 more in, but it's been fun.
Yeah, I got the gold award because I've been doing other holiday classes. But
always
you'll get there.
You'll get there.
But that's going to wrap up this video. It was fun. I don't know if I'll keep doing holiday rides though. I have a bunch of pop punk rides that I'm kind of backlogged on right now.
I'm doing 2 more and then that'll be it.
Oh, you're just doing it for the badge and then you're done?
Probably.
Wow.
Unless Sam Yo puts out a new one this year, then I'll do his.
I feel like he will because we did them for the last 2 years, but
we did do a Sam Yo holiday stretch.
Oh yeah, I did that one too. I thought it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I like all the stretches.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same.
Yep.
But let me know if you guys want to hear my mom's opinion on anything else.
Otherwise, I'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Best wishes for the new year.
And with that, I hope you guys are staying safe, having an awesome week, and I'll see you in my next video. And let me know if you've taken other Christmas or holiday rides and which ones are your favorite.